30 seconds to go, and it's that Zwift Tiny Insider Race. This one is the second time I ran. This is an 11 o'clock race. I decided to run it again since it wasn't that long of a race. Plus, I've started working on different things on setting my tension and trying to move my power up a little bit more, so for hills and stuff. So I thought, well, let me try to run this race one more time and see the outcome of me knowing the course. Now, this was a couple hours after I ran it earlier, plus I had did a relaxing 12-mile, 15-mile ride, so we'll see what happens, and we're off. And as you see, we were riding pretty good. I'm in the pack. I come off the line, surprised the mess out of me when I came off the line with the power I had. But hey, this is one of the races where I thought to myself, I am gonna run this thing hard. I know the course. Let's see if I can keep myself around 500 for the whole pace of the race. It's not that long of a race. And I moved up I've been riding Zwift now, racing since June 29th. And for most part, my tension on my bike to help, put the pressure in, to help how much power you putting out, help working on your power, if you're pushing out power and all that. My setting has been the same since the beginning. So I hadn't thought about changing it up until about a race ago. So when I got the third race today, when I did the third race of the Tiny Zwift Insiders today, when I changed it and realized, man, I need to start working with that again. So I changed it on this race and decided to see how much power can I hold throughout the whole race. What would be my numbers if I knew the race? I knew the race wasn't as long, and I just banged at it again. Just one hard race. Since I hadn't done that in a while. I hadn't just went at a race just mad. I think y'all saw me when somebody bumped me, I kind of went crazy and went a little fast. But I really hadn't done that in a while since it's been 3 or 4 weeks since I just raced the race where I just wanted to see how much more power I could just keep putting out. So on this race, I decided that since I knew the course, this is one of the races where I have been trying to figure out if I want to be in a pack or not. This is not one of the races. I don't need to be with a pack. I just need to go. So I decided to do that. So when I'm riding, and I tell people that when I start, I say I'm just gonna go at this race that I've run it earlier, and I was really just trying to see what kind of numbers I could put up if I just went at this race. And as you see, I'm keeping it about 500. For me, 500, for most folks, probably it'd be about a 7, 8. For me, it's only 2.6, 2.7. So I'm not actually crazily killing myself, but you can see my heart rate is up. It's elevated at 160. Earlier today when I was doing this and starting to mess with the power of me putting out, I started noticing that my heart rate was going up because I am putting out a little bit more power, so now I got to get used to that. So you'll see on the second race of this, I did 2 races. I was totally out of it by the time I tried to get ready to do the third. I got in line and just could not put no more. I knew I wasn't going to be able to put up no more power. And then that's the fact that during the day doing Saturday, doing these races, I really did on Saturday ride about 40-some miles. So my legs were pooped by the time I got to these 2 races. I just thought I could put them out since they wasn't that long, but it showed on the second race because I just didn't have a second gear when we got to the end. But you can see this, and I am pushing it. I did not realize how much further ahead of the race I ran just 5 hours or 6 hours ago. And the difference was that I finished this race. I came in 6th this morning when I was looking at it. And when I came in 6th, I was in 6th at 4 minutes and 46 seconds. I won this race today. And the number surprised me. But the number 1 place this morning was 4 minutes and 44 seconds. That's what I want to say. I think that was 4 minutes, 44 seconds he won the race in. And I came in, I get 4 minutes and 46 seconds, number 6, just off the pace. So this one, I wasn't gonna let that happen. I decided that I'm just gonna hammer the mess out of this race. And I knew when to hit the anvil block, I knew when to, so all these things I knew. As you see, so it made for a totally different race. I mean, a really totally different race. And I watched it, and I was just like, oh, wow. And I looked at the numbers, and still, I finished this race literally this morning, number 1 guy, 4 minutes and 44 seconds. I'm gonna post it on this so y'all can see it. I finished this race in 4 minutes and 26 seconds. I beat the number 1 guy by almost 20 seconds this morning. So, man, please like and subscribe and ride on.